they had their Ember actually beating the puck in the mid lane with like they had like 49 to the 36 in CS versus the puck,
For battle.
and then it just all kind of all got torn apart by Aster's movements. They had the Zeus rotating in, made that top lane suffer. Then they took the bottom tower. You know, just systematic and strategical Dota.
I feel like one big difference this time around is Abaddon can play a game. So, we'll see. Sometimes when your carry is completely countered, there aren't, like, you have to be a tier 1 player of a carry to play a game when you're completely countered and actually not fall into this. Yeah, just wait for one more item trap, you know? It happens so often.
One
Like
more,
you get
just one more.
Yeah. It's like, because it's kind of the same feeling. When you're countered or when you need another item in a game, it's the same feeling. You're not ready. And then players are, yeah, just one more, and then you never come online, no matter what.
Yeah, that can happen. Surely happen. They're already warding up the Aster side right next to the bounty, and also they did detect the Aster ward in the mid lane thanks to the smoke popping. And after the ward after the smoke popped, so
The battle begins.
also did kind of get revealed. No level 1 fight. We got our game number 2 underway. What they can establish here with this top lane, you've got Furion and Abaddon. What's in your mind?
Now, should we punish the teams when they don't take the level 1 fight?
Punish? Why punish?
Yeah. Just punish them. We want bloodbath early on. We don't want them falling back and doing nothing.
What kind of punishment do you have in mind?
I'm not sure, like the team that backs off first loses attack speed for 30 seconds.
Interesting.
No, it's not. It's dumb as hell, but thank you.
Sounds again like these arcade things. I'm building ideas in my mind right now.
Top lane, by the way.
That's a lot of damage from a level 1 Timber Saw. Really hurts. Both of these two.
By the way, this gyro as well started with a flak cannon.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Kinda like it though.
It's a very curious idea. You know,
Yeah.
poking the opponents while hitting the range creep.
I think he cooked something really nice here. He's pushing the lane in though, but there's so much AoE between the two of them. It's only 40 mana, so he can spam it. But no homing missile and no rocket barrage feels kinda... feels like a joke, not gonna lie, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is some new tech I've been kept in the dark.
The only reasoning I can think about here is the stun removal with the Aphotic Shield. You see it coming, you pop your shield. Mana cost compared to how much mana the Abaddon is using. At least you force the ability out, sure. I think you're maybe harassing better with the flak cannon. Curious about that. Could also be a miss skill, but
Yeah, but he did start with 2 circlets, so he does have some damage, I guess. But also, you can break the Aphotic Shield from distance with flak cannon.
yeah.
And if yeah, because Prophet, like, he can't go Nature's Call. Like, he doesn't usually do it, so flak cannon in that sense makes no sense as well.
At least both of the mid laners are pretty tied here, so we're watching Blessing and Echo. We have much trouble controlling either way. It's a bit of an XP advantage for the Void Spirit,
Super
hitting
top
level
lane.
4 first. Get this Gyrocopter as they can. So a bit of a chase there from the Furion and the Abaddon. But it is going to lead into a kill. That also allows the Timber Saw to get back into the lane, get himself level 3. He was actually getting zoned for a bit there. So I guess
Yeah, I
you
feel
have
like
to give first blood so he can get back to leveling.
Yeah, that's the reason. He planned it all. Just like the flak cannon. It was all pre-made, I'm sure.
200 IQ. But I guess it also makes sense. Like, Timber had 6 CS in 3 minutes. I guess if the gyrocopter can draw their attention, or the Timber Saw to have a better time.
Has been killed. Dire's courier has been
Oh.
killed.
Like, killing these two couriers actually does help him.
That
Like,
actually-
yeah, everything that you said before, like dying to help him, I don't think that works. Especially if it's first blood. Suddenly this Abaddon has like full orb of corrosion. Don't worry, bro, I helped. You got 3 creeps.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, first blood is always big economy-wise. Like, getting those 2 couriers, yeah, sure, helps a lot. 70 per player, so that's 350 gold for the team. Tyrion teleporting to bottom to pick up a bounty rune. Starting to make his way towards me.
Delaying the
Dire's
items as well,
structures
right?
are fortified.
That's pretty big, but yeah, can he do anything on the mid lane?
Vision placed down. Tower vision. There's the Sprout with the shield crash. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, they still had Swashbuckle, but he didn't want to use it straight up. He wanted to see if Echoes goes for Remnant first or Resonant Pulse, but okay. Nope. Nothing happened. They didn't dive him. He
Yep.
couldn't escape. It's not like he had the simulate. But okay.
Yeah, Furion also teleported. Back to the top lane.
But lane
Void,
lights.
Void Spirit's going. Oh yeah, actually they got the Lion going down here. I'm just looking at this Void Spirit walking back home 3-6. So he's not even gonna get to teleport to gank. He's going straight back to the mid lane.
Yeah, the runes were rough for him. This prophet is really controlling them, and he was doing for so long that he drops really low. No, interesting option from him to just run back.
Yeah, they're still trying their best here with Lion harassing a bit as well with that level 1 on the mana drain. Super walks into the Lion. Look at that.
That damage.
That is a lot of damage, and that's him dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's a ton of damage. But that's what Gyro does, right? Early on in the game, he's going to solo you almost, and then later on, he usually tends to fall off quite completely as a support.
But at least with the sacrifices made in the top lane, the Timber Saw now hits level 5. Turning around on the Abaddon here, this is their best opportunity to build a hero. 3-6. Be enough for a kill though.
Yep. No Veil still on Timber. I do like any hero that buys that Veil together with Gyro feels good. A lot of bonus damage. A lot of spell amp being utilized by the Gyro. Top lane.
To have. Yeah, he's still keeping up the
Buddy.
pressure. Halfway to level 6. So Furion is level 5.25. By there by ZXCX. They will take that Abaddon as a response. Blessing. The roll. Nice 2-man stun there from the Lion as well. Timber Saw dropping low. Mana is low. Has 15 stacks of reactive armor. And that Furion's just not going to do enough damage to kill him with the Swashbuckle. He's going to finish off the job. They get the Remnant to connect onto the Lion as well. Lion to fall. The Batrider very low. Does have Flame Break. Pushes the Pango back. Slowing him down with the Napalm. Now he's got the stick charges, but he gets denied. Out of all things, he's dead, but still denied by the jungle camp. So that trade-off ends up being a 2 for 2 or 2 for 3.
Yeah, those creeps right there, like that's actually insane. It's still a good trade for Aster. It's just that those creeps really ruined the cherry on top, which was Pangolier. But They're still attempting to go. Yeah, okay, he hit 6. They should stop now.
Dire's
The tower
middle
killed the
tower
creep,
is
and
under
Abaddon
attack.
got his level 6 as they were diving him, so they probably can't go any further.
And jumping on Abaddon as well is going to be rough, because now you're thinking a lot of times. Okay, well, actually, let's look at this mid lane first. It's a Nature's Prophet, level 1 rocket, so Super will drop. Assist Echo for a kill. So usually when you see like a level 6 in your opponent, you're most of the time
Dire's
just
top
gonna live under
tower is
threat.
under attack.
Yes, he probably has go. He's able to jump out to the Astral Step. Takes a hefty amount of damage. Timber being chased as well. ZXCZ. Also gonna take down another and yet another one on top of that. So pretty big kills going for the Dire side.
I love how you called it in that game 1, AoE, you know. They have some AoE or some team fight, whichever way you wanna go. This time around, and man, this Timber, he isn't feeling invincible like Doom felt in that last match. And they're making some proper moves here. Prophet defending bottom while they're moving top.
Radiant's top
He
tower
might die
is
to
under
Echoes,
attack.
however.
Yeah, I need another Prophet. One of the Prophets is dropping, and the shield is just on time. 6 HP for the Furion. They're gonna try to kill this Luna, but it's not gonna be quite enough. Abaddon hunting for the next target, which is the Bat Rider, who literally just teleported. Have to take the long way out. Meanwhile, Void Spirit, he's surrounded by multiple fires. There's a Lion, and there's a DP, and now Echoes is dead. Is that game 2 curse for
Dire's
Aster
top
or
tower
something?
has fallen.
Something
feel
cooking
like-
here, Lizard.
Yeah, I feel like game 2 curse can be called cockiness as well, maybe a little bit of overconfidence, diving a tier 2 tower for a position 5 the way they just have. Position 4, whatever way you wanna call it. Led to
Radiant's
Void
middle
Spirits now
tower
dying.
is under attack. Dire's top tower is
It's
under
his
attack.
first death. Everybody else has now
Dire's
died except for
structures
Eric.
are
Of
fortified.
course, the DP on the other side. Pressure down into mid. Echoes with Super. Gonna force Blessing away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But this is a... I mean, you already like the draft a lot more. I'm already liking the execution a lot more here for the Dire side. I
Dire's
mean, this
middle
Abaddon
tower
is
is under
building into a proper game.
Radiant's
DP
bottom
seems to
tower
be all over the
is
place. You have this Furion going around.
Wait.
It is taking a lot of time. Do they have the vision? Yes, they do. Sadly, the fire is burning down the trees. It's also showing vision for the
Dire's
Furion
top
ult to
tower
connect on
is
you.
under attack.
Yeah, I can't really hide. Nicely done. They're getting, you know, a lot of kills across the map. This game feels 10 times better than the first one already. Muna is farming top of the CS, not on top of net worth charts because of Pangolier just having too many kills, but yeah, overall, if you're a Luna, you're quite satisfied. Not happy with the fact that he didn't stack the Ancients though. Right there. He forgot
Gotta
to
stack when you can.
I forgot to finish off that one creep. And they haven't really been stacking that much for him as well.
They've been very active around the map, so not a lot to help out Erica with. Gonna have to bring out the good old school Helm of the Dominator as a carry and stack the camp yourself.
Oh man, good times.
Those were good.
are
Those were the days when I was actually pretty good as a carry, considering my MMR at the time.
You like
Like
stacking?
if I played Sven or Luna, I would literally look after the game, look at the graphs, so far ahead of the opponents in terms of net worth. Sadly, you know, time has passed, Dota players have gotten better. I haven't moved anywhere. Down. Being chased here a bit here. They're gonna go for another kill.
These heroes that they have, you know, I don't feel that they will scale better than what Dire
Radiant's
have
top
got.
tower is
So
under attack.
if you're Aster right now, I think you're pretty worried about the state of the game. Like, how do How do you make the proper moves? How do you make the comebacks now that your heroes are actually countered? You need to find proper execution, and proper execution has to be done somehow by Void Spirit. But like, I hate this hero at the moment. Let's see. Lion is even
It's a
thinking about bringing
very
him.
intriguing game for sure. The Batrider going for a bit of a wraparound. Right on top of him as well with a flame break. Pushes the Lion closer to Erica. Will take down one. Echo has already fallen. Batrider's gonna drop as well. Luna decides to TP away.
I mean,
4 points in Lucent Beam, but can't fight.
you saw the Void Spirit and what his accomplishment was in that last fight. Yeah, he dealt some damage, 700. Besides that, it just the hero just feels like a creep.
Now Super gonna get killed again.
Oh, that's that full vessel completed on Prophet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Doing some overtime work. He's got that vessel, he's got the vitality booster.
Radiant's middle tower
Is looking, well, I wouldn't say rough, but
at
at least from the Dire perspective, when I look at this game compared to the last game, they have a game at their hands. No, this is a lot better. A lot of improvements have been made. But what does that speak about Aster?
Now, the way I see it is, they're still keeping up with net worth, right? Like, they're 3k behind. It's not terrible for Aster. But the way their heroes work, it's hard for me to see any real openings that they will be getting in this game. They need to find some ways of perhaps split pushing with Luna, slowly finding farm on every single hero before they engage, because every single attempt to engage that they have had so far has been shut down and punished. Like, this Lion and Abaddon are just doing way too much work. Pango, of course, as well, but Abaddon just being there to aphotic shield the target that they go on, or Lion being there just to completely get the kill on anyone with a finger. If you're Radiant, you don't feel like you're in control this game, for sure.
You're gonna have to find your answers pretty early on into this game. At least if you're looking at Aster's perspective, they want to get this lineup online as fast as possible. Unfortunately, that's for Echo. Not too happy about it. TP stalking on the high ground. They've got the gyrocopter connected. Oh, he misses the stun, but he still has the hex. TP cancelled. That's another one for the books.
One kill after another, right? Maybe moving into the pit as well. They have exorcism.
The great domino effect.
Yeah, Pango doing it alone probably not the best idea, losing already half of his HP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just waiting to see how Echoes makes this hero, if he manages. It's not only that Void Spirit doesn't feel that great at the moment, in my opinion, it's also that you're playing versus some heroes that just destroy you. Like, you're playing into a Hex Lion, you're playing into a Silence from DP. Like, you need a defensive item.
Curious about there with Aster trying to cut and push 2 waves simultaneously. This Roshan is now finally taken. The goal of all life is death.
You said that with some very grim voice, you know.
Yeah, at least it's not sinister as Whiskey Base.
Whiskey Base.
Yeah, there's a fine line between sounding like a hobo. I'm gonna do a cast like that.
Do you cross that line from time to time? Rarely.
I guess when the game starts and I go throat singing, I guess that's where I draw the limit. You know, you leave the comfort zone for a second, but then you return. Well, themselves a Furion to fight against here with some Luna illusions plus Echo and Super. Echo does get the kill for himself. They're going to trade 1 for 1. That is a finger stack, also claimed for the Lion. I really like the idea of have your Manta illusions push. Somebody's coming to defend it. You jump the hero that is about to defend the lane, and then you have these Manta illusions just doing extra damage to help out with the gank.
I love that you called it out as well, because these little things are what separates like, a really good team from good teams. These small openings that they can come back into the game with. That Nature's Prophet is not a small deal. Like, okay, he's a support, but he's bringing a lot of gold to the table. Atos and full vessel on him. Like, this man is rich.
6k net worth for a 19-minute game. Yeah, that's absolutely a pretty farmed support. You have the Abba ulti forced out right away by the Timbersaw on the Luna. Luna still has that Eclipse. And the Lucent Beam, 4 points. Okay. What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know where was the, you know, at this point you just write team. If you're Mr. Abaddon.
Yeah, you neglect your own errors and just call out for team.
Exactly. Batrider. Right.
A bit of time to finish off this bat kill. Missing the swashbuckle too, and the Lotus, but the slow is there. They're not going to react to it though. Realize that his life is already forfeit.
He was thinking maybe of going for more there with the Rolling Thunder if Gyro came closer, but couldn't. But they were just building, you know, all the right things that they need to as well. Like this Atos and Prophet definitely helping with the Cash, the Fusel as well, and blessing that Prophet with the Shivas. That's why this tier 2 is falling without contest really. Like you can't fight them. Need more on Luna.
One more item, boys. One more item.
Prophet, repeat top. They ping him out instantly.
Close the door shut here with this gank. They got the instant jump on the Furion with the help of the Gyrocopter, throwing in some cooldowns. There goes Super.
Any Yules, anything like that? Unfortunately, no. Instead, the Shiva's BKB build on DP doesn't help in that situation. Is good overall, but doesn't help over there. I love that they're getting, you know, like this is what Aster is doing right now. They realized, yeah guys, okay, we lost early game, so what? Let's just get as many of these small poke pick-offs as possible and fall back, and that's it. Just wait for the Luna until she makes a recovery. Same goes for the Void Spirit. Once he gets Aghanims, okay, suddenly, you know, there are ways of playing. If you can jump the backlines, silence the Lion and perhaps even the Abaddon, you might be winning these team fights.
Potentially, yeah. See, we've got the Void Spirit closing up on Aghanims. Timber with that Shivas could really add some impact, but I wonder how. I mean, you're suspecting that Shivas to be up on your opponent's side. Goal of all life, they're going for these smoke plays, aggressively taking over the top side, Radiant side jungle. It's no triangle warded. Very classic positionings here. I mean, they've got their Aegis spent. Lion showing himself in mid with the DP, so they know exactly where they are. And this could be the ingredients for a fight. Echo, nice burst, quickly going in, trying to delete this Lion. Going to be successful with it. Rocket is going to connect onto the DP, while Blessing, rolling around with the Pango, does get a connection onto the bat, force him back a bit here. The Timber saw Yules. Oh, it's not going to go through that.
Ooh, it was mistimed. I feel like it would still be good if he used it just a tiny little bit later, but they instantly smoke up. They're going for more. No blink on bat, but maybe they can just run into the Sinvis DP.
I like this idea of an instant smoke, but they are feeling paranoia after that smoke breaking, so that is an indicator for the Dire team to get the hell out of there, or at least stack up. Lion is coming back up.
I feel like what bothered them in that last fight was Abaddon not being close enough for the photic shield on Lion. Like if you manage to shield the Lion and break the silence off of him, I feel like you turn that fight.
You do
easily
turn that fight,
even,
yeah. It's just crowd control, but Lion. Another missed Earth Spike. Last time he attempted to do that as well, he didn't get it, but then he had that insta-hex.
You know this raid band on Lion? Like I'm playing the hero as well now and I'm buying it every game. And bot lane, Gyro dies. And I have no idea exactly why I'm doing it. It is strong, right? Like it gives you some attack speed, some armor.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this is the first time in my life that I feel like I'm just mindlessly copying the item and I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess this is better. I guess this is worth my gold instead of just rushing some fluffy hat with a wand and tranquils.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Aster
armor
trying to
is
get
nice
some moves
later
to
on.
top.
Mm-hmm.
They're not getting any. I wanted to talk to you about the light collector, tier 2 neutral item. There's some interesting interactions with this item because it destroys every tree, 3 to 5 AoE. Basically, just delete all the trees around you, kind of like a Mars ult or a Supernova or.
Yeah, but with a useless range, pretty much. It's good versus Prophet. It's good versus maybe Monkey if he is jumping straight on top of you, but the range is just very bad. It's really not a lot.
It's like lasso range technically, so Battlefighter already knows how this item operates. What I do like about it is the 10% move speed from a neutral item.
Do you get that during the day and the night? You do, right?
So
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. 10% movement speed feels good, especially if you're already a hero that has a lot of movement speed.
yep.
It's a nice bonus.
Take this bat, for example, moving at 462. One of the heroes you really want to have any possible mobility that you have. Roshan is on the clock for both of these two teams. They just checked it out. On the Dire side, nobody there. There goes the Abaddon, the silence with the jump in. The Void gonna go down. Echoes will drop first. Lane break to push them back a bit more, so the Gyrocopter is able to teleport home. Still using that Void Spirit. It's a rough one.
That's now the other team coming online, right? With all their spells and actually having the initiation. The Void Spirit just doesn't stand a chance in this game if he gets jumped on. Like the Blink Manta instantly silencing him, Abaddon, or there's a Blink flying to Lion now, so good luck. If you aren't jumping them and you're getting jumped on, you will be losing these fights. They need to find a way of actually initiating. Maybe put Timber Saw in front, bait something out, and then follow up with Void, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna smoke up. You don't want to let this rush go.
Yeah, that's the one that they're aiming for, because they weren't next to the Roche pit a moment ago, but instead pushing. Pretty much calculate what's the next move that they want to do, and they're trying to answer it. Getting close as well, Furion. He's in a good position, throwing in the Treant, so gets a bit of extra vision. And they're just going to lasso him right away, but the Roshan is very low on HP. Who's going to take it? It's going for the Radiant, so it's snatched by the DP. And the cheese on the ground is taken by Echo. So they actually get more out of it on the side of Aster. And there goes your Death Prophet with that Aegis. Aegis has been reclaimed and surrounded by Aster.
Pangolier? Pango dies even. Or it's
Pango as well. Oh, that's a... What? Super just 1v1'd him there.
Yeah, he was chasing him for a really long time. Dude, this is like one mistake that they shouldn't have made on Dire. Like one singular mistake. You're in the pit, you're all clumped up together, Void Spirit AoE Silence will destroy you. They went in. Yeah, sure, you get the Aegis, but for what cost? It's really not worth it. And when you mentioned Super versus Abaddon, he might die mid.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And also, he got a very early shard. That's why he managed to kill Pango.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All over the place game in a sense.
Yeah, I feel like it's a game that's all over the place for Dire, but very stable for Aster, because they were never, like in this game, you're not in control and you're not leading. So you have to find ways of coming back into it. Your draft didn't allow you to play the game properly earlier on, and now that it allows you to, you're making more or less all the right moves, so they're in a good spot.
Snatch Tormentor. So Wisdom Rune is available to be picked up. 28-minute rune.
Is there anything worse than playing a pub in this patch and having a prophet steal your Wisdom Rune every single time? It's probably my top 3 worst experiences of this patch, you know. He just TPs there. Of course I'm gonna be late. I'm not checking it every single second. I'm old. My old bones need time to get there.
You need some beauty sleep.
Smoke on one side, is there a smoke on the other? Let's see. They're just hiding in their base.
Yeah, time to turtle it up. Wait for a better time, a better opportunity. Still a ninja here to Bat Rider.
One of the... Wait, what do you mean ninja gear?
Oh wait, I have no idea what I just said. Honestly, I don't even know.
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
That's what you meant. Seeing
Yeah,
things.
obviously. Yeah, I'm just seeing.
We woke up a little bit too early on. It's understandable.
I woke up like 12 hours ago. It's like too early,
you
man.
Yeah, I mean, for you,
Wait,
this is the end of the working day. For me, it's the beginning, but...
Well...
When do you go to sleep? But I'm very interested. If you wake up at 6 p.m, Prophet, mid lane?
Get this one. Bat Rider at least caught. And there is an Echoes coming in to help, but is he really helping? Or is he just watching? He's the cameraman, you know? He's observing the situation, and now he's running away. There's a Furion teleporting in. He could use some backup here. Maybe this is all for a big... Oh, look at that big burst coming through. They got one, but they've lost Echoes. It's not looking too great for Aster in the end. They've got that cheese up on the Luna, but he's just teleporting away after the Eclipse is used, and Timber's dropping. Oh boy, I have to tell you, this is pretty costly for Aster here, Lizard.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake by them. Like, that was the most classic save your body syndrome ever seen. Like, first he goes in for the bat, he gets clipped.
Effort.
Yeah.
One guy helps out another guy, and then you've got 3 guys pulled into the fight, helping someone else, and then they end up teleporting away and still losing 2 of them. Like,
and ultimates and BKBs on top of that, you know. A lot has been lost in that engagement.
Oh, Aster.
Yeah, Abyssal Blade on that Abaddon now, helping out quite a bit. Void Spirit, I'm not sure what he needs. He's got this Manta now as well with the Witchblade, with the Aghanims. But if you get hexed, it's not gonna help you a lot. Only for the silences.
well, at least Luna's getting to Conda. It's a nice one-time burst with your Lucent Beam. You do about 1,000 damage in one go. The only downside of it is... Look at the max HPs on the side of the Dire team. 2.5k, 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 and a 2k Lion. So these aren't exactly squishy heroes that you have to go up against.
You can spam Lucent Beam though, right? Like you can't spam Kanda, but you can spam Lucent Beam. You also have the Shard on Luna. I do feel like I'm not sure. Does she out carry an Abaddon? It depends. Like he's probably gonna get some. What's the name of the item? Not Hurricane Pike, but the one that pulls you in with Echo Saber. Do you buy that now? Yeah. Do you buy that on Abaddon right now, or is it too late? I wonder. Or do you just go Disperser?
I guess you've gone Blink Dagger because you're not thinking it.
Yeah.
So DP dead without Exorcism up, so have it for the next fight. But yeah, I think the main reason for it is the way it works is the surprise element, right? If you went for Diffusal Manta, if you want to get Harpoon, you'd probably build the hero a little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
What would you build with Harpoon? What would you like to build around Harpoon with Abba?
I wouldn't buy Blink, that's it. Like, if I was going Harpoon, I probably would go the same build, but without the Blink.
Yeah,
that's,
I guess
that's
that works.
pretty much it. Yeah.
No big changes in the item build. Not like I'm building 4 separate different items for this one. That makes sense.
Yeah. This Luna is destroying the tower. That was a really fast push. Like they weren't ready, and suddenly they almost lost full tier 3.
Yeah, when you got this Luna pusher showing up on your high ground, you really need to bring in the numbers for the quick advance. Level 23, by the way, 3 levels higher than anybody else on the server. That is, of course, the Abaddon at level 20 and the Timbersaw at level 20. So that's a big upgrade for Aster if you can get to that level 25 with the Lucent Beam mini stuns. That makes Lion's life harder. That makes the Abaddon's life harder. It's also
look it up. Can they get someone? We need to whisper.
There we go.
Smoke.
There's your target. Fingers, hexes, silences, everything. Echoes down. You have to take a 4v5 fight if you take it. They didn't use Exorcism though, so still got their capability of fighting back again. So that's a good pick.
It's a good pick, but they're very unlucky with Rosh. It's not gonna respawn in 2 minutes. But then again, I love the way they made this play. It was so good. I really enjoyed the smoke that led to this action. Like while Luna was pushing, the moment they repelled her off of the base, they wasted 0 time. Instant smoke towards the top lane, ward up the Roshan entrance, and then make a move when they try to defend that tier 2 that's been pushing in. Like, just on point, clean. I love it. Very well deserved kill on Void Spirit.
Yeah, I know the team name is hard to pronounce. Aster, though, 4-man smoke towards Roshan. Their Void Spirit's going to be up in 6. Can TP to the tier 2 tower. And Bat's looking for an opening here. Vision, and there we go. The stun from Lion actually interrupting them on 2. Erica, though, fighting in the front line. The Exorcism DP still on the sidelines. Abaddon on the chase, trying to go for the Gyrocopter. That's going to be 1 down. Force out the buyback. Also, Gyrocopter going to be using the buyback. That's going to be a gem dropping as well on the back.
Void Spirit is in.
So they're calling it there as well. They were considering picking up the item, but Echo causing some havoc at the back line. So they're going to be able to recover the gem, and 45 seconds for Roshan with no Exorcism. In the long run, Aster's going to win this, and they don't even know about it yet. They're trying to just deathball towards Roshan right now, and then realize they're probably not even there. Abaddon going in for the instant stun. They've got the Gyrocopter. Dieback is imminent. With 3 versus 5, can they do it? Erica, with the help of the Timbersaw. Echo also moving in. They have the Hurricane Pike already used. They're going straight for the DP with the illusions, doing a lot of damage. There's the Lucent Beam. Conda, nice nukes, but Lion is making some big plays here. Timber, he is in trouble. He is being sucked off. He's losing.
Dude, what's that range?
But that DP is still surviving, and the Timber is gonna fall. And Aster, well, they do end up biting the dust in the end.
Dude, this line hero is just dumb. Like, what was that range on Luna? And it's not only that the range is that big, it's like he's hitting so many heroes, no one can fight. This Timbersaw is losing mana, Luna is out of it, Void Spirit as well out of mana. It's like, I mean, going back into the rush pit wasn't a bad idea because of Exorcism being gone, and they still couldn't win the fight. They still couldn't find the right way of taking it. Nicely done by Abaddon, recognizing where Gyro is, instant kill once again. Meanwhile, the way the first fight started, we didn't talk about that one, like Batrider jumping on the Prophet, probably the best hero, the worst hero to kill, because you go on him, he just instantly buybacks and TPs back in. Now we have an Aghanims, who's gonna use it, Abaddon. Okay, borrow time. Upgrade.
Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, and also like talking about the shard upgrade, I want to talk to you about the balance level 25 talent and his shard. So Mist Coil does attack damage on impact. Do you go for AoE Mist Coil, or do you go for the instant silence when you blink on someone?
I think you instant silence them already. I'm not sure. I would go for the AoE because you instant
I feel like
silence.
the AoE could be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Because you get the you have the Aghanims, right? So I don't know. You're gonna be firing a ton of mist coils around you.
Yeah. Mist coils in the fight. You're also just using Abyssal Blade pretty much when you jump on your target, so you're gonna get the time to silence them anyway.
Exactly,
Very
exactly.
fast.
Maybe some Wind Waker is needed, maybe by Timbersaw. Once you get the Wind Waker, suddenly that Abaddon jumping will not mean instant death for whoever.
Maybe a refresher, just so you get double BKB in a fight.
Yeah.
Only
Right now.
Wild idea,
Yeah.
considering Timber's cooldowns are pretty low. He doesn't really benefit from a pressure, but just to get that second BKB.
Mid lane. Lion was thinking about it, at least to secure the rune, but never mind. Double or amplify damage. Picked up by Void Spirit, and he does hit hard. He has this Parasma together with the Aghanims.
Yeah.
By the way, Timbersaw with the Wind Waker and Luna with almost a Claymore that will finish off the Satanic. So all the items, more or less, on Aster completed that are needed.
The 25 talent as well. Extra lunar blessing damage above the mini stun. I guess the mini stun isn't that amazing. I like that lunar blessing damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
20 though.
Yep.
20 bonus damage. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
A total of 41. Alright. Well,
Why is sorry, why is she getting the 1? Why isn't it 40? Why is it 41?
that is a question I cannot answer.
If she gets 6 damage every level, I guess, but still. Why not round it up? It's triggering.
It's like the techies talent, right? Went from 250
Exactly.
to 251, and then it got patched into 252.
Unplayable.
Unplayable.
Are you the kind of a guy that keeps his temperature in the room like on even numbers, or hold that thought mid?
Hold that for a little bit there. Nice lasso, pulling the Lion. The one issue that they've had these fights already killed away. Angolier also just right-clicked to death, and Aster finding a much more easier avenue this time into this team fight. Can they get the Fury in as well? The Yules is there. They got the cancel and the teleport. The Aegis blown up, and that's a 4th kill. They got everyone. They got absolutely
Dude,
everyone.
This was so clean, without a single death on their sides, right? Like no one died. That's what happens when you have high ground advantage, vision, and when you finish an item that caught them so off guard. This Wind Waker literally just won the game. They go on Void Spirit, they can't finish him off. Also, props to Batrider, to Fade for catching off Lion that easily. I think that's a huge difference too. Killing off the Lion. And by the way, this might be game. This is 60 seconds without your carry and Prophet. And a Luna is pushing.
Let's see how well they read the situation, because they don't have those buybacks. They don't know about it yet, but they want to force them. They want to force them, and when they realize they're not going to buy back, this is going to be game over. The tier 4s are just melting. Another glyph being used. Still no reaction. They must be smiling at this point. If you can see their player cameras, they're like, guys, we just won.
Yeah, this is a classic Luna push.
Yep, and they got the lasso. Taking the Lion again, man. That is rough for him. Pango dies, buys back in, but that Ancient down a half HP. Without your cores, that's over. That's it. The series is done with one single team fight, ending it for Aster when it could have been at 1-1 tie and a bit of an upset during the series. But Aster, they're done with being upset.